Hello everybody, welcome back to Pixie Woo. Today's makeup tutorial I'm going to do for you is of a look that I saw recently of JLo at Fashion Rocks. She had like this lovely red, warm brown eyeshadow on with really flawless skin, and I just kind of love her. But I'm going to do it a little bit more so it suits everyone really. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do for you. I hope you enjoy. Let me get on with it. Start off with, I'm going to use my Tom Ford primer. This is Illuminating primer. I've already moisturised my skin. I don't very often use primers, but I bought this one recently and I like it a lot. So I'm going to pop that all over my skin. I popped a little bit of Guerlain face tan on because, well actually it's the body tan, because I wanted to have a tiny bit more colour, because to wear these kind of tones you have to have a little bit of colour, I think. Well, actually maybe you don't have to. Maybe I just want to be JLo and she's got a bit of colour in it. And I'm using one of the new Real Techniques brushes, and this is actually the contour one, which I love for foundation and for primer. Okay, I have got my Hourglass Foundation. I totally and utterly love this foundation. Now I'm combining this look a little bit with the makeup that I've been wearing recently, because people have been saying your makeup looks nice, and it's always nice to have that comment. You know, like my sister said it, Tanya said it to me the other day, and it's nice to hear it from people that see me a lot. So I'm kind of loving this this Hourglass foundation, and it sits nice on the skin. It photographs beautifully. Now the products I am using aren't super cheap, I know that, but you can swap them for different products. As long as you've got similar colours and similar tones, then you can swap them for different colours and still different products and still create the same look. Got a lovely blemish there. These are quite a few of the products that you probably will have seen in some of my haul from America, stuff that we bought, because I've been wearing this stuff a lot since I bought it. I just love it. Right, leave the skin, come back to it at the end. I'm going to take my Tom Ford eyeshadow. This one is a Naked Bronze, and I'm only going to use the cream part of it. I've been wearing this on its own and I totally love it. Without the, comes with an eyeshadow as well, but I've been using it without it. If you watched our other video, this is the one that Sam got and I didn't get, but then I went and got it. Because I was so jealous. So I'm just taking that all the way over the eyelid. Such a lovely colour. Then I'm just going to take an accent brush and run that under the eye as well. If you can hear noises in the background, Tilly's behind me, my little dog, so you might be able to hear her kind of snoring and whatnot. I brought her bed in and she's just laying in here. Isn't that just lovely on its own, that eyeshadow? This is all I've been wearing on its own recently. I love it. Best purchase I ever copied off Sam. Now, I've got a few eyeshadows that I'm going to use. This one is called Hot Paprika, and it's by MAC. I don't know if they still do it. I wanted coppering, but I can't find it in all of our stuff. I then have this, which is Teracotta by Mercier. I've got a Cranberry by MAC. And I've also got, this is Fashion Fair, and this colour is Ginger Snap. I'm not going to use them all, but I just want to show you them all in case you have a colour that's similar. You don't have to use the exact one I use. If you've got a colour that's similar, recreate it with that. Right, I'm going to start off with a little bit of Hot Paprika. Tap off the excess. I'm just going to pop that over the eyelid. So I just want to take you through the differences of kind of a slightly longer bristled brush and a slightly shorter bristled brush. This one is going to pack the product on. So it's going to give you a better payoff from the product. This one is going to blend and buff in. So if you're ever wondering, why do you use that brush? The longer and the more fanned out the brush, the more it buffs in. So I'm using this one to really work it into the eye. And I used that actually to put the product on because I had the cream colour underneath, I didn't need to really pack it on because it was going to stick anyway. Under the eye with that as well. So just keep working those products in. Lovely. Look like I've got myxomatosis or something at the moment, but it won't look like that for long. I'm going to take a little bit of Fashion Fair, and this one is in Ginger Snap. I'm going to push that in the middle of the eye. It's a bit more of a kind of, if you use MAC products, it's a bit more like antiqued, and the first one's a bit more like coppering. I'm then going to take a MAC 217 and just buff all the edges into that. Just to check that it's all blending really nicely. Right, I'm going to move away from the eyes and come back to them again. I want to do the brows next. Just going to brush my brows through. So you can see I'm just slowly doing different sections of the face until I get to a point where I can put the finishing touches on. I'm going to take a little bit of, this is Shu Uemura Brow Pencil in Hard No. 9. Love this colour. Love the texture of it because it's quite hard. It means that it can stand, especially in the summer. You know how some pencils are very waxy, so they just scratch off and move off? The harder the pencil, the longer it's going to stay in place. So you can see I've made my brows a little bit thicker so that they look more youthful. Make me look a little bit younger. I can't believe how amazing JLo looks. She's just phenomenal. Phenomenal. I feel really sad today. Not like upset, but I've really missed my kids, so I'm trying to get this video done. I've come in early to get the video done so I can go and pick my kids up from nursery early because I just, you know, you have those days. I always miss my kids, but days when you just, I don't know, I just really want to be with them today. And then I'll pick them up and they'll be really naughty and drive me crazy. And I think, why did I pick you up early? Right, the brows are done. I'm going to go back in with the eyes, and I have got this Delilah eyeliner. This is Longwear retractable pencil, and I've been wearing this, and it stays put really, really nicely and doesn't transfer. And I just want to put that in the top waterline to start off with. So close your eyes is probably the easiest, and just run it along just the top waterline. I'm then going to take a tiny bit of that just on the top of the eye, like a little bit of a liner, just to give a bit of definition there, and just get my accent brush that I used before just to soften that. So it's giving a little bit of a liner, but nothing too much. And then once we put some lashes over the top of that, that won't even notice. Accent brush just to soften that. Tiny bit just under, just so they join. And it lengthens that eye a little bit. I'm trying a new mic today, so I'm hoping it works, but I'm not sure. Hopefully it stops the crazy noise of cars going past. Shu stills. Let's put some mascara on and see how that's looking. I have got Estee Lauder Sumptuous Infinite Lash Mascara. I never stay loyal to a mascara for long. I did buy another Hypnose, Lancome Hypnose, and I do like it, but I tend to use a few different mascaras at once. I'm going to put a little bit of Urban Decay Prevision Bigger, Blacker, Badder lashes over the top. I definitely have a lot of lashes with those two. Okay, and then on the bottom, I'm going to run a really small amount of Extended Play by MAC. I don't expect anyone else to use 3 different mascaras. It's a bit excessive, isn't it? And then concealer time. I've got a little bit of Radiant Creamy Concealer from Nars, and I'm going to run that under my eyes and over the cheekbone. I'm trying not to go too far in here because I don't want it to sit in my creases. I'm going to run that down my nose. And on my chin. Tiny bit here. And here. And then blend that all in. I'm going to use a pointed foundation brush. I'm not using it so much as a contour, I'm using it as a highlighter and shade. So I want to highlight this area and under my eyes so that the colour pops out a little bit from the eyes. Right, then I'm going to take this cream bronzer. This is the same as the Becca bronzer that I used before, but in a circle, but this one's got a highlighter that comes with it. So I am going to take my contour brush and just run the bronzer on the top part of the cheekbone. So it's still doing the contouring, but it's also going on the top part as well. So it looks more like you're not trying to make your cheeks thinner, but you're trying to have a healthy glow. Around the hairline. Want to look tanned and healthy. So then I'm going to powder the makeup into place. I'm going to take a little bit of, this is MAC Mineralize powder. And I'm going to use that on a slightly smallish brush because I want to powder in certain areas. The reason I've chosen a mineralized brush is because it will still leave the skin looking healthy and glowing. But it will just powder it down a bit. It's a bit like the Hourglass Ambient powder, which I have bought and I love, but I forgot to bring it with me. I'm going to take a little bit of Bobbi Brown Natural One bronzer. I'm just going to use a big brush just to run that anywhere the sun would hit the face if we were in the sun. Right, I'm then going to take a little bit of my Tom Ford Cream Cheek colour in Pink Sand. I am totally in love with this product, and I'm going to pop that on my cheekbones, but kind of just on the, how would you describe that? So just on the tip of the cheekbone. So almost where you would highlight, but also where you would put your blush. Because I'm going to put a different highlighter just above it. It gives such a lovely glow to the skin. So many of my friends said, "What's that on your skin? It's so nice." Just hope the camera does it justice. And then on the top of that, I have been wearing a little bit of Hush. And I just want that J-Lo skin and a little bit of MAC Hush Cream Colour Base just above where I just put the other product, the Tom Ford one. So it kind of creates a dome around the cheekbone. So rather than using contour, we're using highlighter. I'm going to take that just through the brow bone. A little bit down the centre of my nose and my Cupid's bow. So it gives a lovely healthy glow to the skin. And then for the lip. On the lip, I'm going to use the Tom Ford lipstick that I bought in, it's called First Time and it's 09. Now, 3 people have asked me if I've had my lips done again since I've been wearing this. I haven't had them done again, although I want bigger lips, but I just don't want to do that again, if that makes sense, because it's just feels so horrible on the lips, but I would like to have bigger lips. So I'm really chuffed that people have asked me if I've got bigger lips. And what I'm doing is just not wearing any lip liner and just wearing this, but ignoring my lip shape, just putting it on. And then over the top, a lip gloss. I have actually been using my, the lip glosses that I normally use, the Clarins, but for the JLo kind of finish, I want to use a little bit of MAC. This is Wildly Lush, or Tanya Burr. This one is in Champagne Toast, and I bet she doesn't do it anymore, but I think it would be the perfect colour. Lastly, I want to put some lashes on. I have got Eyeliner lashes in number 70. And there you have the finished look. I hope you've enjoyed it, guys. I love it. It's really nice and pretty and actually quite simple. Let me just blend where I put a bit of mascara there. Easy to do. And just a nice makeup. Hope you've enjoyed it, guys. Have a lovely day, evening, whatever you are doing. I always say the same thing. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you do this makeup or one that's similar, then do Instagram me a picture of it, because I'd love to see it, or Twitter. NixiePixie1 on Instagram and NixiePixie on Twitter. Take care. Love you lots. See you next time. Bye.